Welcome back, everybody, to another Fall Asleep While I Play. In this one, we're going to play through Donkey Kong Country, the first one. Maybe the second one as well. We'll see what happens. But I've played through these so many times, and it's basically one of my comfort games. I have not decided if I'm going to keep the sound in or not, because the sound can be a little jarring. But we're not going to go for anything like 100% or anything like that, because I just don't know where everything is. But that's not the point of this anyway. But seriously, hopefully you're relaxing and can get some sleep while I play through this classic game that has basically been on every gaming channel I ever made. Different playthroughs. This isn't the same as the other playthroughs, basically. This is a fresh one that I'm recording live. Well, not live, like a live stream, but I'm playing the game and doing live commentary as I play through it. But I've played through this game so many times that I don't expect myself to get very upset at any point in this game, to the point where I could probably even speed run it if I really wanted to, but I'm not the type. I don't like going for high scores and fastest times. I'm just not built for that type of competition and stress. But this is going to be a pretty quick playthrough regardless, because I've played through it a million times, actually. But I'm still going to add the rain sound regardless, because it'll make it nice and cozy. But that's one major problem, is the little celebration dances really jarring, especially in the middle of the night. So if I do leave the music in at all, I'm cutting out those, which means there'll be a lot more work. So I'm probably just going to leave the audio off. There's not anything really soothing about DKC audio, but beyond this level we're playing right here, Aquatic Ambiance or Ambience is a incredibly famous track for being relaxing, but not much else in the game. I do love this song though, if we do hear it. But you can put it on. Just type in Donkey Kong Country not aquatic ambience. You can honestly just put it in the search bar, Donkey Kong Country, and it'll come up. One of the probably the most searched thing about the game, honestly. Alright, this level is one of the tougher ones in my opinion. It's actually in World 1, which is crazy. But it has one jump that I pulled off the other day, and I literally I legitimately yelled as if I got the world record in the game for being able to pull it off the way I did. Like, I was just, you've never heard me happier than that one moment. We'll see if we can do it again. Nope. Whoops, we have skipped ahead a world in the game. Okay, I screwed this up, but I think we can recover. We can always just use Funky's flights to go back. Alright, I'll fix it right here. We'll go back and we'll just act like I didn't load a save state from another world that I was playing through, because that's where I stopped my other little game where I was flying through it again. Now, this jump up here is very difficult, actually. I pulled it off because I was just really going for it. Almost got it. Almost got it. No stress, though. No stress. Gotta sleep. This is a very particular jump. I'm trying to figure out what am I doing wrong. You have to keep the roll going. That's the thing. I pulled it off the first time last time, which is crazy. There it is. I'm telling you, that's a very difficult jump, but that's probably one of the hardest jumps in the game for me. Jump is that's a ridiculous trick right there. Hey, see, no more Dancy. Well, at least not until World 3. So here we are at Naughty, which is our beaver. We'll just speed past that. The little happy animation. Now we're in the mines. I'm a little less confident on this one. I did fly through it last time, though. I didn't have the microphone in my face, though, where it's kind of blocking my view a little bit either. Ryan Kart Rampage. This one's easy. It's just one jump. Or two jumps. What? Did I hit? I think I hit the wrong spot. All right, what am I doing wrong here? I'm messing this jump up for some reason. No, not that. Alright. There it is. I was missing the barrel. It's a lot closer to the edge than I remembered. Alright, Bouncing Bonanza. There's actually a bonus thing up there if you go and get this tire and take it all the way back. I'll show you really quick. If you're still watching this instead of sleeping. Go into a little bonus round with Ramby, which is the rhino. Doing this so I can get to the bonus bit that is really far away, apparently. We got 4 lives out of that. We ain't gonna need them. Because I got save states for 1. But also, I'm probably not gonna. I was about to say I'm not gonna die, and then I almost did. Even if I do, it's not a big deal. I've beat this game countless times. The only real The only real problematic stage, honestly, for me, really is the final boss, which can be a bit of a headache. It can be a bit of a headache. It's fine. As one speedrunner said, Donkey Kong is the worst character in his own series. Which I disagree with. I think Kiddy Kong was the worst. Kiddy Kong was Donkey Kong with a freaking baby outfit on. He was really dumb, and when he died, he screamed like a baby. And it was really annoying. Here comes a quick one that's going to be a little tense for me. Not for you, but for me. I screwed that up. Such is life. Try again. There we go. That's that one. Then we go to Millstone Mayhem. This one has a little secret we're gonna try out. I've never done it before. I need to use Diddy Kong for this. Why is my controller not working? There it is. I see. I accidentally hit a switch that turns the analog sticks on. Right, make sure we don't hit the wrong thing. Oh my god, really? The freaking tire disappeared. There we go. Not every level has a warp, by the way. Most don't. Now we're going to move on to Neki, which is the bird. The first time we see the bird boss. The boss has got a lot more creative as the game series went on. He's giving us good luck. Alright, so Neki's done. Now we'll move on to Vine Valley. This is... We gotta move. We gotta move. We want to pull this one thing off. I don't know the exact time, but there it is. That's a secret exit to get out of this level a lot faster. The way you do it is by basically going as fast as you can with Donkey Kong. You can't do it with Diddy Kong. And you go as fast as you can with him, and if you get there in time, it'll spawn for you. Here's a Treetop Town or whatever it's called. Another secret. I think this is the end of the secrets for this world. this is probably where I'd have my choke point, because this level is not the easiest. If I was trying to run this game, it probably would be this being a choke point for me. Not a hard level necessarily, it's just it's basically an auto scroller with a bunch of bees. There's only really one level in this game that does give me a bit of trouble, and that's not in this world. It's actually the next one. And you'll know when I get to it. And I know you know what level I'm talking about if you played this game. It is the one where like the snow gets really thick and it's like really hard to see, and a bunch of cannon shots, and it's really annoying. This is Temple Tempest. I swear, playing this game has been kind of a tradition on all my gaming channels that I have to play through the first 2 DK games, and it's like just a tradition that I do on almost all of them. Well, all of them, really. These are quick playthroughs, and they're fun for the most part. DK2 is probably the greatest platformer of all time, in my opinion. One of them, if not the best. DK1's really good, though. Sometimes I actually like DK1 more than DK2. It just depends on my mood. We're going to let him pass, because if you let him pass, he just disappears. He doesn't actually soft lock you or anything. See, you can just follow him. I thought that he disappeared. Maybe if you give him enough time. That was luck. I thought that hitbox had me for sure. Orangutan Gang. I think everybody knows this one, mainly because of the nighttime mechanic where it goes from day to night kind of. The first level did that too, didn't it? Yeah. This one has like the really pretty background. We're gonna use this. If we get rid of this guy first, I think we can get a nice screenshot right here with a backdrop for the thumbnail. We're going to do that real quick. There we go. Actually, I kind of want it to be bigger. There we go. I'll use that. That's cozy. can't jump on those barrels, by the way. It'll take a Kong if you do. Whoa, almost caught me there. By the way, it's not a pit. There's actually a floor down there. Glam City. Can't remember this level necessarily. I've played it a million times, but I can't just like recite from memory every enemy placement or anything. I'm shocked that I got past this fish. By the way, I found out, this is kind of a little note since we're in a water level. There's this thing at the Chinese restaurant that I really like, and it's called fried scallops. Well, I started wondering because scallops are incredibly expensive at the grocery store. But yet these scallops are incredibly cheap at the Chinese place. Well, the Chinese place that I go to is not known for being cheap. They nickel and dime you for everything. And that's fine. They gotta stay in business, but like they just, everything on their menu is relatively expensive. But you'd think this would be like a $20 thing. So I'm just like, how do they do it? I mean, these scallops are pretty decent size too. About the size of a McDonald's chicken nugget, maybe even thicker than that. I'm just like, where are they getting theirs from? Because I want to buy these, and cook them myself in the air fryer. Well, I went to ChatGPT and I took a picture of the scallop after, before and after I bit into it. I was like, is this a real scallop? And ChatGPT immediately said no. It said no, that's an imitation scallop. Definitely 100% fake. There's no way that's a real scallop. And I was like, really? It's like, yeah, no. Completely wrong. The texture on the inside, the texture on the inside, the way it looked when you went on the inside with the flakiness and all that, and just the color and everything was off. And I'm just like, well, what is it? And it was just like, it's probably just pollock. It's probably just pollock or haddock or something, just regular cheap fish that they throw in, and make fish nuggets and call it scallops because it's shaped like a scallop. Here we are, Gorilla Glacier. I think this might be the level right here that I talked about. It might be the next one. It's not I don't like this world at all. I'll just say that. I'm not a fan of the ice levels in this game. Well, one of them's nice, but the rest of them aren't. We're actually going to skip the nice one. I like the way it looks. I like the music. But I don't like the platforming because it's way too hard compared to the rest of the game, which is nowhere near this difficult. With the ice being part of it, and also having to do the barrel thing, which was never this game's strong suit, was doing the barrels. Which I get why they have the barrel thing, because, in the original game, that's what Donkey Kong threw at Mario. But, yeah, this is the level. You gotta deal with this thing where it's like you have to get blinded and everything, where you can't see nothing. Well, it actually gets worse because there's that one where where the lights keep turning off. You can't see where you're going, but for some reason this one, Well, that did something. I think I might have just skipped the level and didn't mean to. Hey, take it where you can get it. There it is. That level's over. I don't think there's another one, actually. Another ice level like that. It's weird. They have like this ice world, but they don't have many ice levels. This one's an ice level, obviously, but it's a gorgeous background. Probably the prettiest background in gaming history to me, of retro games at least. I think you're supposed to lose this game, and then there's like a thing where you get Donkey Kong to jump up right here. There it is. I saw it. You couldn't really see it too well because it was kind of blocked out by I appreciate that. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I think I might be going the wrong way. I lost the Kong anyway, so it doesn't matter. Leap of faiths are never fun in games, by the way. I'm happy that that's not as much of a thing today as it used to be. We just had to, take a wild guess if you were going to die or not. No, I think this is another one of those ice levels that sucks. Yep. Start off with it. Why not? But after this, it goes back to being great, I don't know if this birdie is going to help us at all in this level. I don't think this level is very good for this type of... Well, he's dead anyway, so goodbye, birdie. That didn't last very long at all. Oh, you serious? That ain't good. Let's try this again. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos, and if you do, please like and subscribe, and yeah, appreciate it if you did. Also share a link with a friend. Every little bit helps. All right, you caught me there. I'll give you that. I don't know how I did that, but where am I? Where am I jumping? I can't see where I'm jumping. Once again, those leaps of faith. This level is terrible about them. I'll take it. Nice cheap shot. Octopus Chase. This is a pretty background at least. Well, it's exactly what it sounds like. You running away from octopus buzzsaw things. Pretty sure you can't kill a croctopus either in this game. I thought we were almost about to lose Donkey right there. That was smart. Just run right into the thing, Johnny. Run right into it. That's the right strategy. You want to beat the croctopus? Run right into him with Donkey Kong. That was cheap. I didn't get hit, but that was very cheap. Having that shark just show up. Another jump scare shark. They just like their little jump scare sharks in here, don't they? Up, might get caught. Don't get caught. Almost. Almost. Not quite. Oh, almost. That was very close. And I got hit there. I'll take the hit if Donkey can get to the end. I can always get Diddy back. Alright, this is a quick warning to everybody. Skip ahead about 2-3 minutes in the video if you're sensitive to flashing lights. Okay, so I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Remember, flashing lights? I don't want anyone getting sick from this. Just one more warning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Because there will be flashing lights in this one, as you can see. A lot of them. I don't want anyone having a seizure because of me. And me playing a 30-year-old game. I don't have those problems, thank God, but I don't want to cause them either. Hate those things. I don't think they show up in the... They show up in the second game, I know, but I don't know if they show up in the third game is what I was saying. There we go, that's the end of the level. You can come back if you want. I don't think that's a mechanic in the rest of the game. I think that's the last time we'll see something like that. Pretty sure. The frog. I'll say it right now, the animal buddies in DKC1 were not good. Mechanically, they were not very good. They got much better in DKC2, but even then they were kind of messy. The problem is they added some, they're not like Yoshi, which gave you the exact same movement tech and almost pretty much same hitbox and all that. they added some extra bulk to the character and also are not as precise on the movement. And that goes for all of them. All right, here we're going to face really naughty, which is just the pink, I guess. Pink version of naughty, the gopher from the first thing, beaver. So very naughty's over. You know, the whole storyline is that Donkey Kong is trying to get back his bananas. You know, in the very first world, yeah, he kind of got a lot of bananas then. It's kind of like I was supposed to blow up that barrel. I see. Fine. Like I said, we're not going for 100%. This is when the game gets a little bit more tough, but it's not unfair tough like the glacier levels were. Just get a little bit more get good tough, honestly. Which we're doing pretty decent. Definitely would need more practice if I was to ever run this game competitively, trying to actually get a world record. I mean, that was just dumb on my part. Ah, that didn't work. That was bad. I thought there was going to be another barrel thrower right there. The oil drum alley is done. Trick. Not sure. This is just auto scroller. That's all I can see so far. That was very close. Ooh, I'm impressed with myself on that one. That little save right there. Oh yeah, this. Where the enemies start coming off the thing and getting on the platform with you and falling off. And you have to watch it, and you can't switch Kongs, unfortunately. I forgot the big belly soldier thing. You had to roll into him. Yeah, he doesn't come off. Dude, I hate those birds. I hate those vulture things that just drop rocks or whatever it is on you. Always hated those things. They're so annoying and hard to dodge. But I appreciate you for staying this long if you're still here. I really do appreciate you a lot. You have no idea. That was a mistake. I keep my finger anchored on the Y button usually, and here's the one where we have to. They'll eventually fall off. Yeah. Glad you didn't come back in later games, barrel throwing dude. Pretty sure he didn't come back. Elevator antics. Okay, so this is just another cave level. See a rope right there, and I want to see where it goes. I'm having trouble grabbing it. I don't remember this level at all, actually. Actually, I think I do. Maybe I gotta get Donkey Kong to do it? He doesn't grab it either. We can just do it this way. I am determined to get over there. Let's see what is up that thing. What is up here? It's a frog, ain't it? No, it's just one of these. It just gives you an extra life. It's not worth anything. I mean, unless you're playing this on the original console without save states like I am. Well, I'm not. I'm playing with save states. I'm on an emulator. I don't play on original console anymore. I did when I was a kid, but not now. I still own the game. Still got my copy somewhere. I've owned multiple copies of it over the years. Sold multiple copies of it. You can get it for about 20 bucks, I think, for the original cartridge. Probably maybe 30. Maybe, who knows? These days with inflation, who knows what they're selling for? I know for the longest time you could get a Super Mario cartridge for the World one for like 20 bucks. GoldenEye was always 20 bucks for a while. Oh, I know this level. I don't hate it. Don't think I hate it. I don't. It's okay. I was in a rush there. Not accepting that either, sir. We don't accept your form of payment here. We don't take payment in the form of nuts. Your card has been revoked. Okay, that was something. That was also something. But I mean, these later stages I need a lot of practice on. Poison Pond. Environmental message. Are you serious? Just out of nowhere. Cheap. Extra cheap. Okay. All right, through some editing mistakes or recording mistakes, we've actually lost some footage. I could go back and play it all, but I'm sorry. I think you've already seen the levels. If you want, we can go back and do it, but there's no way to get on Funky's flights right now. So that's what we'll do. We'll basically go back and we'll finish this level. And if we can get on a Funky's flight, we will go back and redo those other levels. But basically, I was recording. I paused for some reason. I don't know what I was doing, but I paused for some reason, and I forgot to hit the record button again. So we lost some levels, but it's okay. We're gonna go back and do them. I know exactly where I stopped, so that was a mistake on my part. There's Funky. So let's go back and fix this mistake real quick. So we finished. We're just gonna say we finished that one level because it sucks. Blackout Basement. We're just gonna go back and do this one again. Do the boss level. So really all we're gonna miss is like half a level, and I'll do the other ones even though they're kind of a pain. Just because I don't want to be incomplete. So we've had a few little mistakes in this little video, but it's okay. I'll make it up to you. I promise. It's early in the morning, so forgive me. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning right now when I'm playing this, so I just woke up. Luckily, we didn't go through anything too irritating. Alright, so the drum is gone. Then we'll go here. We have 2 levels we have to do, so it's not a big deal. I'll actually do the 3rd level as well because we lost the footage for that. So we get to do this lovely level again, which is an auto-scroller, and if you didn't know, I'm not a fan. Well, you didn't know because that recorded thing where I said I didn't like auto-scrollers isn't here. But if this is your favorite level, happy for you. There's another one like this, I believe. I think there's 2 of these in this world, pretty sure. I don't know what the point of that platform was. Maybe it was a trick. At least we get to figure out what that barrel was for, because there was a barrel in the recording that I accidentally flubbed up. We can finally figure out what that barrel actually did. So there's always a positive when bad things like that happen. Don't want to knock the tire off because it's needed right there. Not this barrel. We can knock the tire off now. We don't need it. Was this barrel? Okay, what? Just really? That's it? It just blew us right back onto the platform. I was thinking it would warp us to the end of the level or something. That's unfortunate. Okay, that one did. And I lost Donkey Kong in the exact same spot I did on the original recording. Alright, there we go. This one's not a bad level. It's just, pretty simple. Just dodge the spinny things. Not hard. Well, we lost Rambi already. I don't know why people don't like Rambi. I heard someone said Rambi sucks in this game. I'm just like, dude, he's basically Yoshi. He does the exact same thing as Yoshi. He just doesn't eat enemies. He just butts them with his horn instead. I mean, like, if you want to talk about buddy sucking, let's talk about that freaking frog thing that has the super imprecise movement. That frog is more of a liability than a gain. I had a feeling I was going to get hit by that one. Oh. Well, I saved it. Up. Well, second. Did the exact same thing in the exact same spot. Almost did the exact same thing in that spot too. I didn't want to go in there. The spot, bro. You still get Donkey? No. Get him later. Yeah. That was close. Alright, now we're back to where we were before. We already did Misty Mine, so. Well, you know what? Let's just do it again, because we only got we got the second half of the level, so let's do the first half. Like I was saying in the recording, these are milk snakes, not coral snakes. Coral snakes will hurt you. Milk snakes are actually pets, which is strange oversight on the developer, whoever did the graphics, because coral snakes have yellow bands. Now, in the original recording, I was going to say something about what the saying was that tells you the difference between the two. It was something about black on yellow and white on yellow or whatever. I can't remember the exact phrasing, and I don't want to pause again because last time I did that, and I'll do it again because I'm stupid. Alright, I looked it up. The phrase is red touch yellow, kill a fellow. Red touch black, venom lack. So, as you can see, there's no yellow on this snake. It's a milk snake. They're harmless. Well, they might be able to bite you, you know, it hurt, but it won't kill you. I'm not sure how venomous, I gotta make sure I say venomous instead of poisonous. Because people get really upset if you say poisonous for a snake. Not sure how venomous a coral snake is. Pretty sure they're pretty bad. I don't know if they're as bad as like a cobra, but or a black mamba, but that was like, I thought that was not even floor right there. I couldn't see. We'll just do the whole level. Why not? We're already here. Armadillos. All right, we did that whole level again. So we technically did all the levels. I mean, we didn't skip any. The only thing we really lost was another one. Oh, by the way, another flashing lights warning, because this game is dumb in spots. So if you have problems with flashing lights, go ahead and turn your screen off, or look away, or close your eyes, or, you know, put your phone down, whatever. It's going to be some flashing lights here, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry for, I didn't realize I was going to do that to the last second. Keep going. But just once again, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just in case you have flashing light issues. I think this is the last proper level of the game anyway. Oh, it didn't work. It didn't work either. I can barely see it as is. Even when the lights are on, I can't see it. I can see the little croc dude's eyes, but that's about it. Well, I think if I turn my screen brightness up, I could probably see it pretty decent, but I can't. Right now, as it is right now, what I'm seeing is already near black as is. I like to keep my screen dim because I have issues with bright. I have issues with bright screens. My eyes get all dried out and screwed up. So, great. Yeah, that was a very nice jump. Love those type of jumps where you can't see what you're doing at all. Sorry about the flashing lights. I'm really sorry. I can't help it. I legit can't see what I'm doing. Ooh, bees. I know someone's gonna correct me in the. I know it's a zinger. They're called zingers. It's level though. It is the last level in the game, proper level that is. I don't see. I want to turn my screen up because I can't see what I'm doing. Give me a second. I legit can't see what I'm doing at all right now. There we go. Now I can actually see it. I'll turn it back in a minute. You won't notice it, but even then I can barely see what I'm doing. I can kind of see it a little bit better. I love how they end the game with one of these dudes, like the little Donkey Kong dude from the original game, throwing barrels at you. And the last little FU, I guess. No, there's another level. Okay. I thought we were on the very last level. My mistake. My bad. Okay, so we can't kill him with even Donkey Kong. You have to do that. Okay. How are you supposed to get to that barrel right there? That's gonna bug me if I don't look it up. Okay, so it's not that. Okay, what is this level called again? Platform Perils. I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna bother me if I don't look it up. Okay, so what I figured out is it's actually a warp out of the level, and it's a weird kind of thing. So let's see if they can pull it off. It's worth it. Skipping an auto scroller. There is a platform down here, according to what I just saw. Maybe it's something to do with. I think that Diddy was holding it. Okay, I'm confused by what I just did, but there is a platform somewhere around here, and I can't. Oh, so it's a moving platform. Did that take us anywhere? I don't think so. Well, the guy in the speed run, I guess he did a glitch or something. He must have set up some fancy glitch to get out of the level. That was dumb. That was just me trying to be clever on that. Dude, that's a very cheap spot right there. Very cheap. At least it's not an auto scroller yet. Kind of an auto scroller, but not really. Oh, I see what I did there. It was one of those dudes you couldn't jump on. Alright, that's the exit. Here we go to the final two bosses. Necky's Revenge. It's gonna be the same thing as before. Pretty much. Alright, so he's done. Off we go to Gangplank Galleon, which is actually, I believe, also named after the first level in DKC2. So this is the final boss, which King K. Rool is a pain in the butt. I mean, obviously he has to be, he's the final boss. Here comes one of the He's not dead, by the way. He comes back. This is the end, and it's like, no, it's not. No, he comes back. I can't remember how many times he comes back. Well, I can't remember how many times he goes through his little jumpy thing he's doing right now. There it is. There's the actual end of the game. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this little outro. Well done, Donkey Kong, my boy. Who'd have thought a young whippersnapper like you could have beaten that bunch of no-good Kremlings? You've made an old man proud. Go and look in your hoard. I think you'll be in for a surprise. If I had been playing, I would have found everything. Of course, like if you did the 101%. I'm sure there must be some bonus rooms you haven't found. And he got all his bananas back, which they're probably all going to go bad before he eats them. But there you go. There's the credits. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out the playlist below if you want to watch more little platformer things that I'm going to do on this channel. Thank you so much. See you next time.